Hello everyone, we're here tonight at Lanier for race number 6 in the finale of the Legends Racing League Greek Stock Season number 9, as practice is underway right now in the short track right next to Atlanta, Road Atlanta. It's a 0.4 mile racetrack. This will be 160 laps here tonight under the lights. It should be a fun one. We're going to crown a champion tonight and a bunch of other awards for tonight also. You got the green jersey, the yellow jersey, and the polka dot jersey also up for grabs, and obviously the championship. And the top 8 get paid out, and plus one lucky driver who has started at least 4 races gets a $10 random draw, whoever that might be. As that's going to be all decided in these next 106 laps and probably hour and a half long race or so. As practice is wrapping up here shortly. Eric Heater on top of the board right now over Cody Webster, only by 35 thousandths of a second. Cody Webster got pole position last week at home, so we've had no repeat pole winners and no repeat overall winners in the actual race. So Luke Pierce in third place. He is our points leader currently with the drops. So this practice is wrapping up here shortly. 28 seconds left. Let's go to Eric here. Let's go to Cody Webster. He's coming out the pits right now. There's the one machine of Cody Webster right now. He's slotting himself in the second place right now, as practice is almost complete here. And that's gonna wrap up practice there. Eric Heater on top of the board. Can he make up this pace? Keep this pace up for qualifying for 2 laps here to decide pole position. 23-24 drivers have a shot here at pole, and also $10 thanks to our sponsors at All Scene Motorsports here. See in the bottom left there, $10 to the pole winner for tonight and this whole season, as qualifying is now officially underway. And Luke Peters, one of the first drivers to go out on the racetrack. And we only get 2 laps here. Set your fastest lap time. Your second lap most likely will be your fastest lap time, as Luke Peters on the racetrack right now. Gives the outside lane to diamond it down and try to get a fast lap here. Comes Luke Peters off of turn 2. We go into turn 3 and 4. Let's see what he can do here for his first lap. Lap 1 complete here in Terpstra. It's a lap time here. Luke Peters on top of the board right now over Hunter Terpstra. Wolfgang Hoffman goes second as Luke Peters stops on the racetrack. He's only going to go 1 lap here as Wolfgang Hoffman going for 2 laps right now. Maka Jiko second on the board, 88 thousandths of a second off Luke Peters. Wolfgang Hoffman going to cross the line. He does improve, but does not improve position. Brendan Time in P4, he was a Charlotte winner. Brady Floyd in 8th place. He sets his lap. Gabriel Golo in 5th. Rafe Allen, he qualified on pole in South Boston. Can he have something here at the last second short track of the season? To complete his first lap here shortly. Rick here still on the racetrack as Aaron Schultz goes P number 2 with a 14.375. What will Rafe Allen do off of turn 4? He goes 14.414. That puts him up to P3. Cody Webster, he was second fastest in practice. He did get an instant point, so he's going to try to set his lap right here. Zachary Thorne goes up to P number 6 right now. Luke Peters still on top of the board. Eric on the racetrack right now. Here comes Cody Webster. He was really quick in practice. Can he set a good lap time here? He'll go for his first lap here through turn 1 and 2. Off of turn 2. Looking good. Cody Webster going to cross the line. He goes P number 3. Goes Cody Webster, and here comes Eric Heater. He's looking for a fast lap time here. His first lap does not count. He's really slow. He's going to use the outside lane, so it's going to be 1 and done for Eric Heater. He's got to nail it here. Should I go for pole position? Through turn 1 and 2. Off of 2. He's tracking really good right now. 14.355 is the time to beat. It's going to be really close. Crossing line. It's not going to be enough. He's going to go into P number 5. Eric Heater, fastest in practice, go down to P5 in qualifying. Road Assure, he did not set a lap during, I think he just joined as he goes up to P10. He was not in practice. As Luke Lafaro, he was pretty quick in practice. He's also on the racetrack right now. We got Tyler Tomasi. He's won before here in the Lanier and the Legends Racing League. So is Eric Keplinger. Those drivers not on the racetrack, those three. As Luke Lafaro is on the racetrack right now, or he's in the pits right now, but he's not set up. He still has 2 minutes to do so, about a minute and a half or so. As here comes Eric Keplinger, he's going on the racetrack right now. What can Eric Keplinger do? He won the Lanier race, the first ever Lanier race in season 2 and 3 back-to-back for Lanier. As here he goes, crossing line this time by for his first lap. Off 2, looking good. Doesn't look too good lap time wise. He's going to put himself in about 16th place. Can he improve at all? Off of turn 2 gets really tight. He's still about 3/10 quicker. He's tracking really good off exit. Gonna put himself into P number, I think around 12. Yeah, 13th right there. There goes Eric Keplinger. As Luke Lafaro now on the racetrack. 40 seconds left for Luke Lafaro. Can he go on pole position for the first time this season? 40 seconds to do so. He does have time, but it's gonna be right at the last second. There he goes, crossing the line this time for his first lap. Gets a bit loose into turn 1 and 2. That is okay. Goes through turn 3 and 4. He's tracking really good. His lap time to beat is a 14.355. Not quick enough that time. Uh, 13th right now. Can he improve? He's tracking a little slower. Looks like he's going to be a little off pace right there. Not going to improve that time by. He's going to put himself in the 13th. Logan Drumheller right now looking for his second lap. He's not going to have time to do it. So Luke Peters on the pole position for tonight's race, as he's going to be pole here at Lanier. So we're going to take a quick break during warm-up, and we're going to show you some highlights of the season. We'll complete some season highlights from Charlotte to Homestead leading up to this race. Some pretty important events throughout the races, and hope you guys enjoy this 3-minute or so video. Hello everyone, we're back here at Lanier. Gridding is underway here under the lights at the .4 mile racetrack in Atlanta, Georgia. Right beside Road Atlanta is this short racetrack. Now in real life it's turned into a little go-kart track instead of a normal short track, but here in iRacing, we're gonna do 160 laps here in the street stocks for the finale to decide LRL Season 9 Street Stock Champion. Right now it's between 4 drivers really in contention, and 2 of them are not here tonight. It's Jordan Kuntz, Luke Peters, Eric Keeter, and Aaron Brown right now with normal point standings, but if you look at the drops included, it would be Luke Peters in first, and Eric Keeter in second, Aaron Brown third, and Jordan Kuntz fourth. Aaron Brown and Jordan Kuntz are not in this race, but this will be their drop of the season. So they could still get lucky and maybe weasel their way into a championship. Not sure exactly what the numbers are looking like here, but technically anyone in the top 10, top 9 have a chance to win the championship realistically, given a long shot. But we'll see how this plays out here for tonight's race. As 160 laps, anything can happen here at a short track. Saw how South Boston turned out, USA. Kind of a wreck fest, kind of a survive to the end type of thing. But we'll see how this plays out as we're gridding right now. As we're gonna take a look at our starting grid for tonight's race. As we saw Luke Peters was on pole position. As we go. Right there. Luke Peters on pole position. Outside of him, Aaron Schultz in second. Cody Webster in third. Rafe Hatlin in fourth. He was really quick at South Boston. Can he redeem himself from that? He did not finish too well at South Boston. He got pole position. Can he get back into front here at Lanier? He qualified well here tonight. Eric Keeter fifth, won the championship contenders. Malachi Drake in sixth. He's having a good run this season. Wolfgang Hoffman in seventh. One big long shot here for tonight's race for the championship, but anything can happen. Like I said, Zachary Thornton in eighth, having his second start of the season. Last week, so it was his first. Brendan Time in 9th, Charlotte Winner. Brody Desher in 10th. Gabriel Goalie in 11th. Hunter Terpstra in 12th. Luke Rufaro at 13th. And Eric Keplinger 14th. First Lanier winner in Season 2 and Season 3. Dominic Hughes in 15th. Frank Hughes in 16th. Nico Salmons in 17th. Brady Floyd 18th. Ryan Shaw in 19th. Daniel Reinbolt in 20th. Alex Scorza in 21st. Chad Fry 22nd. Logan Drumheller in 23rd. Tyler Tomas, that's in lap time. He's actually not in the session, so he will not be racing tonight. So it's going to be 24 cars taking the grid, and Matt Morrell will be lying out in the rear here in 25th place. And that's going to be your grid for tonight's race, as we're going to have 4 pace laps here for tonight. And Luke Peters will lead us to the green. The last time we went to Lanier was in Season 8. He was our race winner. And we'll have our little ticker at the bottom like we had at Homestead right there in the bottom. Give you some race info. 160 laps, like I said. Sage cautions, lap 80. They had 1 fast repair. They had 2 green light checkers. It's actually 0 tire sets, not unlimited tires. But so they will not be able to pay for tires. So if you spin out, wear out your tires. So tire wear is going to be very important for tonight's race, since it's such a long race and you're constantly going to be turning out this racetrack. And like I said, Season 2, Season 3, Keplinger won. Tyler Tomasi, who was in the session earlier, not racing for us, racing with us tonight, won Season 5, and last season was Luke Peters, his win here, first win at Lanier, and our last race at Lanier. So we'll see how this plays out here for tonight. As drivers getting your tires warmed up, making sure everything's ready. This one's going to be a fun one here. I think it's really just going to be about survival of the fittest. We saw how South Boston and USA played out, and this track is even shorter than both of them. So these guys can get in the groove early. We'll see how the tire wear plays out. There's a lot of factors going to tonight's race, and going green this time by, I believe. Space car is off, and green flag is out. We're racing here at Lanier. Your turn 1 and 2, all green so far. When they get to lap 1, under green, Luke Peters in your race lead. Aaron Schultz in second place right now, right behind Luke Peters. The side by side behind them. Cody Webster getting a little loose from me. Eric Heater's bump off the exit corner. Here's okay, hopping 3 wide now for 5th place, 4th place. I mean, as Eric Heater gave Cody Webster a bumper here and that got him loose, very loose in front of him. As they're still side by side for 5th place. Malachi Drake on the outside lane. Heater finally gets around Malachi Drake. Comes Wolfgang Hopping to the inside of the 90 machine. Side by side for P number 6 right now. Malachi Drake, Wolfgang Hoffman. As they're still side by side. Oh, contact! Around goes Brody Desure in front of the field, and caution is out. And that's going to collect a few other drivers. Daniel Reinbold involved spinning around there. McHugh's around. And Tyler Tomasi is back on the racetrack, actually, so he has to avoid that one right in front of him. The caution lot 5 kind of saw what happened there. I think Luke LaFaro got into the back, to the left rear of, I believe that was Brody Desure right there. So we'll see. Take a look at what happened there. Don't think he got too badly damaged, but it looks like Reinbold, Desure was trying to do a little crossover on, kind of over-under on Brendan Timon. You saw he checked up early. He actually got in the back of Zach Dorn. That might have sent him down the racetrack. Brendan Luke LaFaro. Doesn't look like anyone got severe damage, as you kind of see Desure's front bumper fell off, but it came back on. So, a short track like this, he should be able to get that repaired pretty easily. But Tyler Tomasi back on the racetrack now. So, he's going to get his lap back as we have a car around on the queues. Not sure what happened there. I'm not sure if he could get back around. I'm not sure if his car is stuck or whatnot, but he finally got back going. But Luke Pierce, your race leader right now. Kind of maintaining right now, but really on this race, looks like it's going to be pretty hard to pass. And looks like the inside lane, definitely the preferred lane to pass here, and would be surprised if Peters would not choose the bottom, as there he goes. Him and Aaron Schultz also choose the bottom there. And Rafe Hatland on the outside lane. So let's change a quick second here. There we go. And so right, first caution I believe on lap 5 there. So see how these drivers settle in right now. As you can see, the inside lane is very, kind of look a little further back. You can see the inside lane is very packed here full on the inside. No one really wants to switch to the outside lane. We'll see how that plays out. You know, never know how good the inside could see. A big stack up of wreck on the inside lane could shuffle the outside lane drivers to the front. Pace car is off, and we are back green here as Peters with a tremendous restart. The outside lane did not get going at all. As Aaron Schultz side by side down with Rafe Howland on the outside lane. He clears him. Can Eric Heater get down to the inside of the 55 machine? Up to P3 he goes if he can get by him. Side by side behind him, Wolfgang Hoffman and Cody Webster side by side. These guys have been side by side the first 11 laps, it seems like, under green. As Cody Webster actually clears Wolfgang Hoffman on the outside lane. It's still side by side ahead of him. Rafe Howland and Eric Heater ahead. Still side by side for P3. Remember, top 5 gets the stage points. There's a little bit of contact up the racetrack. They both go. As Heater using this right side, clearing himself as there he goes. In front of Rafe Hatland up to P3. As side by side now behind Brendan Timon, Zachary Thorne, Wolfgang Hoffman, Malachi Drake ahead of them. It's still 2x2 for this 6th place position. Wolfgang Hoffman on the inside lane. Slowly but surely inching his way ahead of Malachi Drake. Eventually he'll be able to clear him off one of these corners. And one thing, there's no car way up high. I think it's Aaron Schultz. Not sure what happened there. Caution is out. And not sure what has to do with anyone in the 54. It looks like he had the right front go down or something. Something must have happened there. He just went, oh, his tire must have broke from hitting the wall there. The caution flies. Not sure who it would be. I think it was Chad Fry, maybe. Chad Fry got a bit loose on the inside lane. And oh, contact right there. Hard on the inside wall. Front bumper comes off. Actually, it goes back on. But that's going to be the caution. The cause of caution as Aaron Schultz down pit lane. The broken right front. That's very surprising. That slight contact to the outside wall. He was one of the challengers. Challenging Luke Pierce. He was getting to the back bumper of Luke Pierce right there in the turn 1. He just taps the outside wall very lightly. I think that broke his right front. He's gonna have to bring down pit lane and take that fast repair. That's gonna be very tough for Aaron Schultz here. He still has a long way to go left in this race. He's gonna miss his pit box actually, but he's gonna go one lap down. But should be able to get that lap back pretty easily with all these cautions that we're probably gonna have. But Luke Peters still in the race. It's gonna be Luke Peters and Eric here, the two championship contenders in this race right now. And right now, don't really know how the drops work out, but I think it's whoever does better in this race wins the championship from my point of view, I think. Unless some weird thing with the drops happen and whatnot. I don't foresee that happening. But Peter's going to choose the bottom. Heater going to follow him. Atlan going to choose the outside lane. Webster chooses the outside lane actually too. Is Wolfgang up into the inside lane? That's one thing to note. Lap traffic, I was going to say, lap traffic could be involved. Going to be probably a factor in this race if we have a long green flag run. Probably like about 15 to 20 laps. We'll probably see some lap traffic getting in the way of these leaders. It could affect their race here. And lap traffic's not going to be too easy to get around. It's not the easiest track to pass at, especially with the lap cars. Probably not going to want to be able to get past here because they want to stay in the lead lap and try to have a chance and not have a rely on the wave arounds during the caution. But here we go. It's going to come off of turn 4. We're going to go back green here on lap 21. Peters is going to lead us to the green. It's a great start again for Luke Peters. Here comes Eric here now to the inside lane of Rafe Hatland. Side by side for second now. Malachi Drake slots himself down behind Wolfgang Hoffman in the inside lane. As here comes Rafe Hatland, going to cross over Eric Peters. He's going to look to the inside of the 28 machine. Sticks his nose in there. Not going to be enough though, as Heater got to clear for second. Here comes Wolfgang Hoffman, the inside of Cody Webster yet again. These two have been side by side this whole race. Still side by side, fourth place. Go further back, side by side. Brendan Time and Malachi Drake behind them. Big guy go cars right there. Hunter Terpstra leading the pack here. Brian Scholl side by side with Gabriel Goli. So here comes Alex Kors in the 47 machine. Right behind 76 as he gives him a light tap on the turn into turn 3. So 3 wide now for P13. Going down to turn number 1. They're fading all the way up the racetrack they go. We go back into the battle for the race lead. Side by side, Luke Peters, Eric Heater. Eric Heater going to try to take the race lead from Luke Peters. And he do so in turn 1 and 2. Oh, he checks up the racetrack. He goes up the racetrack. Here comes Rafe Hatland to the inside lane of Luke Peters. Luke Peters does not want to see this. He's falling back already. If he cannot get to the inside lane, he's going to kind of freight train himself back into that big pack right there. As right now, the top 9 have really pulled away from the rest of the field. Still side by side for second. Rafe Hatland gets a bit loose off the exit of the corner. That can allow Peters to clear, but not enough though. As Peters going to get good exit off for turn 4, he's going to clear himself to second. That's very lucky for Luke Peters, as that could have been very dangerous here. So here comes Wolfgang Hoffman. He's closing the gap here on Rafe Hatland. He gives him a bit of a shove. That slows him off the exit of the corner. Cody Webster going to clear Wolfgang Hoffman. Not enough though. Wolfgang gives him the bumper in turn 3 and 4. Up the racetrack, the one-car machine goes. As there are crazy battles throughout this field right now. As right now, Rafe Hatland looking inside again at Luke Peters. A lot of action going on right now in this top 11 positions. And Eric Heater likes the way this is looking. Kind of shaping up like Phoenix right now. He's just kind of leading the pack as Rafe Hatland gets against the back of Luke Peters. And up the racetrack they both go, but Peters saves it. And he pulls away actually from the 55 machine. This could give Peters a little bit of a break now to try to chase down his championship rival ahead of him. Eric Heater has been really dominated this season. If you look at his laps led, he's led so many laps this season. Over half of the races he's led overall if you add up all the laps and his laps led. But he's just been wrecked out of USA, Charlotte, and South Boston. He finally got to win at Phoenix, and now he's looking for redemption. He could pull one of the greatest comebacks for a championship run here after those first 3 races. Because right now, single filing out right now through the field. Just off of turn 2 they go. I just see this shot throughout the field. Saw Eric here, his front pack go by as they're still battling the mid pack here. As right now, they're kind of selling in, I feel like, throughout this run. So here comes Peters now to the inside of Heater. As soon as I said that, Peters to the inside of Eric Heater. Up the racetrack they go. The side by side now for the race lead. Luke Peters is going to back out though as Heater clears him to turn 3 and 4. As these guys are not really pulling away too much from the rest of this field, as I think a lot of these guys are tired of saving right now. And this is probably the longest green flag run we've had at a short track for a long time. These guys are nose to tail all the way through the top 11. But it's going to be really hard to pass here being nose to tail. I mean, unless you use the bumper, which I don't know if these guys are going to be that aggressive early on in this race. As now side by side for second, Ray Fatland clinging inside of Luke Peters. This door bringing up the racetrack to go here. Watch for Wolfgang Hopping. He might look to the inside of Luke Peters now. As Ray Fatland actually gets to the back bumper of Peters, and around goes Hatland in front of the field. And caution's going to come out. It's going to take out Wolfgang Hopping, Malachi Drake, Zachary Thorne, and Luke LaFaro involved there. Basically the whole top, half of the top 10 there. Ray Fatland around right in front of those guys. And Wolfgang Hopping make contact into turn 3 and 4. And there's a big stack up ahead, and that just causes all those issues as they just kind of all don't have time to, none of them have time to check up. Now you see Peters checking up a little bit, and there's kind of accordion effect there. There's just a big stack up, and that takes out a lot of contenders right now. Half the top 10, like I said, involved in that incident. As a lot of those drivers probably have to take a fast repair right now. And Cody Webster going to be one of them. He has no front end right now, and that's going to be really unfortunate for those drivers. We saw some really good racing there, but just that accordion effect on the inside lane. I was talking about all of them being single file. It can be hard to pass unless you use the bumper, and I don't know if Ray Fatland was trying to bump Peters up the racetrack, but it still just affects so many drivers there, and that's gonna bring out a pretty interesting caution. I mean, halfway through the first stage, and a lot of contenders took some damage there. None of these guys are gonna be pitting except Cody Webster, though, to take his fast repair. So that's gonna be a tough spot for Cody to be all the way in the back as Truce Quinabi this time by. As that right there was a 20-lap run, and Luke Peters kind of swapped the lead a few times there. I think about 1 or 2 times, and Ray Fatland was up there side by side battling these guys. So these guys aren't really pulling away a ton from the rest of the field, but now with all that damage with a lot of drivers, and now Brady Floyd up to P6 on the outside lane there. He can make a run here. And Brendan Timing has been quick all day long. Here we go. Eric Hill on the outside lane. We saw it at USA. You can see how this plays out as Peters gets another good run. As here, side by side, Eric Keplinger, Brady, 3 wide, Keplinger sideways, he saves it. Yes, he does. He keeps it straight. As they're now 3 wide, now 4 wide almost. As wrecking in the back, Alex Corson around, and caution flies. Frank Hughes around too in the inside wall, and that accordion effect again. Cautions, great cautions. As Keplinger made a very aggressive 3 wide move in turn 3 and turn 1 on the restart. I think that's kind of what just accordion effect. That whole field in the back there kind of causing that melee. Let's take a look at that replay there. Keplinger made a really desperate move. Brendan Timon not getting the best restart there as he gets to the inside. Brendan Timon, and he kind of just all pinched down to the bottom lane there. He does save it though, and that kind of, when you see in the background there, Alex scores and gets tagged in the left rear by Frank Hughes, trying to go to the inside of him. That's what caused that one. And it's the 4th caution of the night here on lap 45. And Eric Keir still out in front right now. Let's bring in Eric Keplinger real quick for an interview of talking this 3 wide move there. Hey Eric, you got a copy of this broadcast booth.
I have a copy.
So he made a really aggressive 3 wide move there on Brendan Timon. Didn't really pay off too well, but you're still in P number 7 right now. So talk about us through your first half of the stage, really, and how hard is it to pass here? You saw how aggressive you were there trying to make a move.
You really gotta be on the inside lane to pass here, so that's why I'm going low right now. Yeah, I didn't have a good qualifying run because I had to take apart my entire pedals before the race, or before qualifying because they just were not working correctly. So qualify 14 with a completely bare set of pedals, did not screw digging in. Got the pedals, like the plates were pressed down on them, installed, and then nice. Now I'm racing, but I've just been working my way through the field. Inside lane is the way to pass, and yeah, I've just gotten really lucky sometimes with some wrecks keeping me passed by some people, and then I've gotten shoved below the yellow line twice now and half spun. So it's
about to go green this time, so yeah.
Pass the entire lane.
We'll see you guys. We'll see you later. So we're going green this time. Bye. See, green flag is out, and Eric Keeter with a not great restart here as Luke Pierce back to the inside of Eric Keeter, side by side for P number 1. Rafe Hatland in the back there, looking to pounce on these drivers if they make a mistake. Side by side still for the race lead. Luke Pierce has his corner panel there. Keeter gonna chop him off. Keeter up the racetrack. There he goes. Here comes Luke Pierce now, fully alongside him now. Down turn 3 and 4. Up the racetrack to go. Low contact between these two drivers. Watch out for Rafe Hatland in the back down there. And P number 3. As Peters gets in the left front of Eric Keeter and kind of doors him way up the racetrack. And here comes Rafe Hatland out to the inside lane. Gonna try to take advantage of that. Hatland now on the inside of Keeter. He goes back off in turn 1 and 2. Let Keeter clear him. As now they single file out for the top 5 positions. Watch out for Brandon Timon. Looks inside there. Zachary Thorin making his way through the field up to P5. He was kind of involved in that little wreck there earlier in the first half of the field. As Tyler Tomasi making his way up to the field right now. He's a winner here at Lanier, the Legends Racing League season 5 in street stocks. He's up to P8. He started a lap down, starting the pits. And the one thing to note, Malachi Jake did take his fast repair there during that caution. He's way back in the back, 6 seconds back right now. In last place, for him, Cody Webster. I think just trying to manage your tires and manage their race cars, really, since they both had to take the fast repair really early on in this race. Working lap 54, now 55, and single file throughout the most of the field. Do a little flash by through the field. Little side-by-side action. I think it's Alex Corson in the inside lane and Gabriel Goli on the outside of him. Yeah. Side-by-side for P11. Corson clears him. Single file basically out through the whole rest of the field, though. As here they come off of turn 4. They see Luke Peters, Eric Keeter pulling away a little bit from Rafe Hatland and the rest of the field. About half a second gap between him and the 55 is Brendan Timon getting all over the back of Rafe Hatland. This here comes Zachary throwing to the inside now of Brendan Timon. Zachary not afraid to use the bumper here. This is a 3-car pack now for 3rd place. So here comes Brendan Timon on the inside, got a peak. Not gonna be able to do much. Can he maybe use his bumper here? Watch out for Zachary Thorne. Look how hot those brakes are right now. You can see him glowing during the nighttime. Left front. Oh, Zach gets in the back of Brendan Timon. That gets him a bit loose off of 4. Will Zach be able to use that to his advantage? It's now they're bumping each other as Rafe Hatland up the racetrack. Here comes Brendan Timon now to the inside lane. Zachary Thorne gonna set him up here off of 4. A little tight goes Brendan Timon. Rafe Hatland gets a little bit loose. Side by side, 3 wide now, destroying each other down the racetrack. Brendan Timon around sideways. And that's going to bring out the yellow there as Brendan Timon and Rafe Hatland dooring each other down the front straightaway. And that's going to bring out the caution, the 5th caution of the night there. Let's see if we can see a better view of that one. They were really rubbing each other pretty hard. Rafe Hatland did not like that one. He kind of turned down the Brendan Timon with some displeasure there. Just kind of filling up, heating up a little bit without the run there, though. As Brendan Timon and Rafe Hatland just kept making contact, and that's the initial contact I think that Rafe was not happy about. And Brendan makes a little bit more contact right there. Rafe going turn 1 just did not like that kind of door slamming on the entry, and didn't totally spin him out there, but enough sideways hours into the caution there. So Luke Peters now back in the race. He's got choose cone this time by. We'll see how he does here. See what he chooses here on the choose come. Probably going to be the inside lane. We saw here choose the outside. I just don't think the outside really works well. We've seen here he really likes the outside lane on these short tracks for some reason. As he goes the outside there, as Peters goes the inside, Hatland goes the inside, Zach goes outside. So it's kind of just wherever the opposite whatever the driver does in front of you really is what happened right there. And I just don't know if the outside lane is really the best place to be as the leader. It's just the inside just so much better. You don't really have to worry too much about much. I mean, maybe just a bump around down turn 1 and 2 if you're really worried about it that much. That could be a negative thing to worry. Not choosing the inside lane, but overall the inside lane is definitely the most dominant lane here out of the near. But pace car lights are off. We're going green this time by Luke Peters, your race leader. He's going to control this restart down in turn number 1. And green flag is out. Peters with a great restart. He's got clear Eric here down turn 1, but Peters got also clear Rafe Halling as Peters gets the bumper from Eric here. As caution is out yet again. Not sure exactly what happened. As I'm not sure exactly what went on. See if we can see what happened. Must have been somewhere in the mid pack. Oh, it looks like Matt Morrell around right off the front bumper of Luke Lafaro. Not sure if Luke Lafaro got to the back of the 38. Looks like he just barely tagged him in the right rear, and around goes Matt Moreau. And that's gonna bring out the yellow for another yellow for the next 6 yellows for tonight so far. As Luke Peters still in the race lead. As we're gonna take a quick break, and we'll be right back for the green flag. Hello everyone, we're back here live at Lanier. 72 laps down, and we got 8 laps to go left in this stage.
Almost there, boys, almost there.
Halfway through the race here. Lap 72. Green flag is out. Luke Peters with another great restart. As another 3-wide move. Here comes Eric Kipling on the inside of Brendan Simon. Stacks him up in the middle pack there. There's Tyler Tomasi now in the inside. Brady Floyd. Tomasi up to P7 now behind Eric Keplinger. Keplinger making another aggressive move like he said on these restarts. Oh, it's Brady Floyd. Hardy outside almost Alex Corson gets turned into turn 1 and 2, and that's going to bring out the yellow. Hunter Trupster around, Brady Floyd around, and a bunch of other cars around there. So that's going to bring out the yellow here. This is going to be interesting. It's going to be right around the stage break. Let's see what happened there. What's up, Brady Floyd up the racetrack? He went as he just gets a light tap from Hunter Trupster. Hunter gets in the right rear of Alex Corson, and around goes the 47 machine. And Hunter goes around too. Right, and looking up and hits Hunter Terpstra. Hunter drives pile in there. That's gonna bring out the 7th yellow of the night, I believe. Super is now out in front. I think we're gonna go green before the stage though here. Be a 2-lap shootout, I believe. around there for the stage win. And each stage point is very important. See Matt Morrell getting his way around there. He's no front end, but he goes back in the lap here. If Choose going, what happened this time by? Here's the bottom here, now to the bottom. We have a 1 lap shootout for the stage. Actually, it'll be, yeah, 1 lap shootout for the stage. So, whatever happens here, whoever crosses the line on lap 81, or in the lap 80, so basically on lap 81, that's what the stage order is going to be. And we'll always see a caution here before that stage, too. That's one thing to note. We've had a caution as green flag is out. That's going to be a 2-lap shootout as Luke Peters now. Clear Eric Heater, as we have another caution already, and that's going to end the stage right there, basically. And that's going to make Luke Peters your stage winner. And then Hunter Terpstra around maybe in the back there. Not sure. I think the caution was due to not to being delayed, but we're going to take a quick break and we'll be right back for the green flag. As we're back here live at Lanier, up to go green flag racing here. As Luke Peters wins the stage here, and that gives him an extra point advantage over Eric Keeter. Now he's a 3-point advantage over Eric Keeter if you include the drops right now. And will we see 6 different winners this season? Right now it's looking unlikely, but you never know. Only Peters has a win, Eric Keeter has a win. Brendan Timon has a win, he's up in front. Ray Fallon and Zachary Thornton do not have wins this season. Neither of those Eric Helping are the top 6 drivers. As here we go, green flag is out. We're back here at green. And Ray Fallon now the inside of Eric Keeter. He has the advantage now. Can Eric Keeter get to the inside lane or will it be shoveled back? As his arch. Oh, there's a wreck in the back right now. Sideways goes Cody Webster. Nicholas Almon's around. And a few others. Daniel Reinbold around too. Not sure what happened there. I think Nicholas just got a bit loose on turn 1 and 2. Around he goes into the Cody Webster and Daniel Reinbold. Round goes to Malachi Drake also around. As that kind of just saves Eric Keeter there. I think he needs to start choosing the bottom lane now instead of the top. I don't think top is really going to be where you win this race here in the championship. I mean, each position, I mean, Peters basically has to finish in P3 and Heater has to win this race, but also most laps led in pole position. That's also the most points Luke Peters has going for him too. 2 points for pole position and most laps led also to another point. So he has about I think he has to finish about 4th place and Heater has to win the race to have a chance. It might be a tie with 3rd and 1st. I think maybe, but we'll have to see the points. You don't really know the points with the drop because it just depends on where these guys finish and where everyone else finishes too. Also, Aaron Brown, Jordan Kuntz, I mean, Technically, they'll drop as 0 points, so they don't lose any points for missing the race. But they already have a bad race. But you just don't really know how the drops work until the final race of the season. But 90 laps down, gonna go green with about 70 to go. Got a few pretty caution fests in the mid part of this race. We had a long 20 lap green flag run first half of the race. We'll at least go green. It will kind of just be a caution fest throughout the rest of this race. And that's really what's going to determine this. If we go green for a while, we could see we've already seen some tire wear already. His lap times are kind of slowing down quite a bit. And you kind of see people are slipping inside and a little tight also off the exit of the corners. But here we go. Back green as Luke Peters with another great restart. Atlin get a clear heater. Not enough though. Heater really sends in turn 1 and 2. The inside Rafe Hatlin, he goes. Because behind them, Zachary Thorin trying to make something work on the inside lane. Trying to get to P4. Side by side for second. Luke Peters 2 car lengths ahead of them. It's still side by side for second place. Rafe Hatlin not letting Eric Heater by easily. A little bit of contact to turn 3 and 4. Heater off the exit of the corner. Has an advantage on turn 1 and 2. Can he get him off of 2? Not enough. Almost though. And turn 3 and 4, he's gonna clear him. Now he has his sights now set on Eric. Luke Peters ahead of him. Is Zachary Dorn up the racetrack? Goes. Oh! Hard hit for Zachary Dorn. Around he goes. And that's gonna bring out the yellow there. He went out the back bumper or the front, left front of Brendan Timon, I think. And not sure if it was neck or whatnot, but Zachary Thorne, around he goes. He was up to P3, and he's going to go all the way back to 21st place. Not what he wanted tonight. As Hunter Trips are also reckoning ahead of him. But I'm not sure exactly what happened. Looks like Hatlin, getting just a slight bumper with him and Brendan Timon. And Hatlin hits Brendan, I think, into Zachary Thorne there, maybe. I'm not sure if Brendan Timon was just kind of moving down the racetrack since they were 3 wide, basically. And just kind of ran out of space between these drivers. As Hunter Trips also went around there. Off of turn 3. I'm not sure exactly what happened there. Looks like he got contact from him and Frank Hughes. But slight contact between Brendan Timon and Rafe Hatlin. Seems like these guys kind of just slight contact really cinch up the racetrack we've seen in these street stocks so far this race. And even if you just lightly hit them, like it doesn't seem like it's gonna move them up the racetrack that much. It moves them up a ton, and that's gonna bring out the caution here tonight. These drivers are all racing very aggressively so far, but rightfully so. It is the finale, and championship is on the line here. It's not really just a championship too. It's also some money on the line here also, as Luke Peters and Eric here both go to the bottom side. As a champion tonight, we'll get $75 and second gets $50. There's a $25 difference between first and second. So these guys are still trying to fight for a championship, but also for some money prize and some bragging rights here. It's gonna be almost it's gonna be lap 100 when we go green, and it's gonna be a 61 lap shootout. And will we see a long green flag run? To my guess, I don't think we will. I think we're going to see kind of just a bunch of cautions throughout the rest of this race. So it kind of go green for a little bit there, but I just don't think we're going to go green for a while here. Maybe 10 or 15 laps, but nothing more than that in my opinion. But pace car is off, and green flag is out. Brendan Timon on the outside lane now. So here comes Eric Heater, Luke Peters on the inside. And here comes Luke Lafaro. He's up to P5, looking for P4 right now, and Rafe Hatlin. As they're wrecking again in the back there, Cody Webster around. Nico Zamon's around, and Hunter Terpstra not around. It's Dominic Hughes also around. What happened here? Looks like Dominic got loose randomly into entry of 1. Cody Webster got into the back of him there, and around he goes. That's going to bring out the caution, but Brendan Timon up to second now. He's going to have choose cone advantage over Eric Heater as Heater follows himself back down to 3rd place. But we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back before the green flag. back here live at Lanier for the finale. Luke Peters out in front, Eric here alongside him. He chose the outside lane this time, and will that pay it off for him? He's been trying to get by Luke Peters as Luke Peters got the race lead early on in the first half of this race. He hasn't looked back since. And here challenge now. His pace car is off and green flag is out. He did with a good restart. Can he clear Brendan Timon to the inside lane? Not going to be able to. Timon now to second place. He won at Charlotte first race of the season. Can he go and win the last race here at Lanier? Side by side for P2 behind Luke Peters. As Peters is really liking what he sees in his mirror. He's been dominating this race so far. The second half of this race really, ever since lap around 50 or so, once he got around Eric Keeter. As now still side by side for a second. Contact in the back there. Tyler Tomasi, Aaron Schultz. Aaron Schultz making his way through the field right now. Remember, he had that right front go down. A little contact between him and the outside wall. And his right front broke. He's out up to P8, looking for some more. He qualified second. Right now, still has a long way to go. As Brendan Timon still side by side with Eric Keeter. They're really pulling away from Rafe Hallen. And behind them, Rafe Hallen almost 3 wide with him and Luke Lafaro and Bravefoot in the outside lane. Side by side for P4 right now. As Eric Keeter still trying to get around Brendan Timon now. Keeter on the inside lane, Timon on the outside. Side by side for second. Luke Peters really likes what he sees right now. He's 7/10 up in front of these two drivers as he's right up there. As they're still side by side for second and for fourth. As they're side by side throughout basically the whole field in the back right here. Wolfgang Hoffman, Tyler Tomasi, Malachi Drake, and Frank Hughes side by side. Eric Keeter still side by side with Brendan Timon, not able to clear him off the exit through these corners. I think he has to get some frustration going for his 28 machine. He has to win this race to have a chance at this championship. Tyler Tomasi making his way through the field. Remember, he started in the pits here, went a lap down. He's up to P9, but he hasn't really been able to make up anything more than that. P9, P8 around this whole race, really, once he got up there. Malachi Drake behind him. He's trying to look for the redemptions. 3 wide to the inside lane goes Malachi Drake all the way to the inside lane on the apron. Here comes Zachary Thornton. He's making his way through the field. We saw him get spun around earlier about 15 or 20 laps ago. As Eric Keplinger sideways as Aaron Schultz gets around him. Aaron Schultz up to P7. Keplinger down to 8th. Here comes Tyler Tomasi. He's going to take advantage of that as caution is out. As Eric Keeter around. Him and Brendan Timon must have made contact there. Is Keplinger also around now? As Eric Keplinger and Eric Keeter both involved right there. Let's see what happened. We were in the mid-pack there. Eric Keeter was battling Brendan Timon. That's going to be big championship implications for tonight's race. Keplinger can avoid Eric Keeter in time. And not sure exactly what happened. We'll see. We'll look here. As he finally cleared Brendan Timon, Brendan Timon looked to the inside lane and just got into the back of him, and around Keeter went. And he couldn't save it in time. He locked it down, hoping people would miss him. But Malachi Drake and Eric Keplinger hitting him there. No, it's very unfortunate for Eric Keeter. He's up to P5 though. He's way around, I think. Let's go put Brave Floyd in second. Should bring time in second, Brave Floyd third. Eric Keeter gonna fall all the way back to, I'm not sure exactly where, but Keplinger maintains his position in 7th place, luckily for him. And now Peters has a big advantage over Eric Keeter right now as Keeter stopped on the inside lane. He's probably gonna have to take a fast repair here. And that's what he will do. He has no front end at all. And choose gonna probably happen this time by. So with 48 laps to go, Eric Keeter's been wrecked out of USA, Charlotte, and South Boston. Does he have a chance at all? If Luke Peters gets wrecked, he does. I mean, it's still locking up here with the short track with 40 laps to go. And these drivers behind him still looking for a win. Brady Floyd, Rafe Hallen, Luke Lafaro, Aaron Schultz, Keplinger, Tyler Tomasi, Wolfgang Hoffman, Malk, all these drivers still looking for a win this season. The two that have a win, the front row, Luke Peters and Brendan Timon. These drivers all behind them, hungry for a win, hungry for victory. They'll restart with 40 laps to go here. About 10 miles to decide the championship. flag is out. Luke Peters, the good restart. Here comes Brady Floyd down to the inside of Brendan Timon. Side by side for second place. Brady Floyd to the inside lane. He can get around Brendan Timon. Up the racetrack they go. Watch out for Luke LaFaro. And here comes Aaron Schultz. Aaron Schultz, he qualified second behind Luke Peters. He has a chance to win this race. Luke LaFaro, Rafe Allen up the racetrack they go. Contact made. As here comes Aaron Schultz. Up the P5. Goes the 54 machine. Side by side. As Keplinger around. Keplinger on the outside wall. And Wolfgang Hoffman hard on the outside wall with Rafe Allen. As around goes Malachi Drake also. And caution flag flies. As a big stack up here. Big junker in turn 1. And Rafe Allen, Wolfgang Hoffman made contact there off the exit of 4. And it just looks like no one really had anywhere to go. I mean, there's a stack up there, and Wolfgang got to the back of Keplinger. Rafe Allen couldn't check up in time and kind of just got together there. As Luke Peters still in the race lead now, Brady Floyd second. Brady Floyd now in second place, and he's gonna choose bottom. Brendan Timon chooses top. Faro chooses top, and here comes Aaron Schultz. Tyler Tomasi, 5th and 6th. Can they have a late race run here with 32 laps to go? Luke Peters going to lead us to the green yet again. His car is off, and green flag is out the outside lane. The great restart. Brady Floyd now in the back bumper of Luke Peters. He's going to go inside. Brendan Timon is up the racetrack. They go. A side by side for second right now. Brendan Timon with a good run off of 4. Can he clear himself? Not yet. Still, Brady Floyd in the inside lane. Up the racetrack they go. A little contact between these two drivers. It's still side by side for second. As here comes Aaron Schultz to the inside lane. He's in 5th place, looking for 4th right now on Luke LaFaro. LaFaro really sends it off the exit of the corner. He's got a little tight off the exit though. It's still side by side for second place. As Luke Peters has a big gap between these two second place drivers. He's about 7/10 up the road. They're still side by side for second, still trying to get around each other. Once these guys get side by side, the outside lane's just fast enough that I can hold up the guy in the inside lane. Inside is just, you gotta kind of use your right side and kind of fend them up the racetrack. When I've seen this race so far, you kind of gotta use them up when you're late in this race. You really have a shot to win. Because now the gap has exceeded over 1 second. And I don't really think anyone can really challenge Luke Peters unless it's a restart here. And Brady Floyd slowly but surely getting around Brendan Timon. He might be able to clear him eventually here in the next three or so laps. And Aaron Schultz also looking the inside. Brendan Timon as Brady Floyd almost cleared Brendan Timon off of the exits. As side by side in the back there, Cody Webster, Tyler Tomasi, a little bit contact off of 2 there. As caution is out, and that's going to be those 2 drivers around there. Cody Webster just saw him side by side with Tyler Tomasi, and I'm not sure what happened there. Cody giving the bumper off of in 1 and 2. I don't know if Tyler really liked that. And he actually hit Corson on the inside lane. I'm not sure if he didn't know Corson was there, and he got slot backed himself into Tomasi. That's going to be major damage for Cody Webster. He already used his fastest here tonight, so he's not going to be able to fix that front end of his. As that's going to bring out the yellow here. That helps Brady Floyd, Brendan Time. If they can just work together and try to make sure they don't battle each other so much, they can maybe challenge Luke Peters for this race win. But if they continue to go side by side in these corners, then I don't know. I just don't think it's going to be enough to get around Luke Peters and challenge for this race win. Again, Pierce was the inside lane, and obviously that's the preferred lane so far tonight. Timon is the outside lane. These guys can just work together, Brendan Timon and Brady Floyd, and not battle each other so hard. They have a chance to get by Luke Peters. Maybe give him the bumper here. I mean, we've seen Brendan Timon give Eric Key the bumper, but he's not afraid to do it. Laps to go. Here's on the outside, gonna move on 30 seconds. Green flag is out. A side by side for a second yet again. As caution is out, and not sure what for. As I don't see anyone spun around. Looks like Matt Morello again spun around. Again, not getting a good restart. I'm not sure if he's not shifting right or just people running him over for a second time again. It looks like actually ahead of him, Nicholas Almans did not get going. Around the 38 goes. And yet again, going to restock him late in this race. As Heater's made his way up to P8. Using his fast repair there. And he's up to 8th place. Can he have a chance late in this race? If Luke Peters goes around. Luke Peters does not have enough time to make up his position, so if he gets involved in a wreck late in this race, the championship is still wide open for Eric Keeter. If both of these drivers have a bad race, they both get wrecked out late in this race, who knows really? I mean, we can see Aaron Brown, Jordan Kuchar in the race win the championship. So still, with more than 17 laps to go, it's still 4-car battle for the championship. I think that's really solidified. If both of these drivers having a bad race, you could have seen maybe Wolfgang Hoffman maybe sneak his way into the talk here, but he's not having a good race either. So basically, a top 4 battle between Eric Keeter, Luke Peters, Jordan Kuntz, and Aaron Brown really for the points championship. And Keblinger, he's in 5th also, but he's tied with Wolfgang Hoffman also, but he's not having that great of a night either. So either way, it wouldn't really matter. But we're going to restart here with 14 laps to go. His car lights are off. Here we go. His car is off and green flag is back out. Here's another good race start. Brady Floyd side by side with Brendan Time. Will Brendan Time let him in? Or will they continue the battle and let Peters pull away? We've seen the same story over and over again these last 30 laps. As Brady Floyd up the racetrack, around goes Brady Floyd in front of the field. Aaron Schultz around in front of Eric Keeter. And everyone's got to avoid, as everyone does basically, because there's some cars in the back there. Brian Scholl around and gone. Looks like Brayfoy just got up into Brendan Timon and around they went. And Aaron Scholes actually stays in that third place position, but I think he's has major damage from him. Looks like they just kind of just meet in the middle and turn 3 and 4, and they kind of just door each other. Again, the street stacks are like in real life, it wouldn't be that big of a deal with that little contact made. They just door up the racetrack, and LaFaro really had no time to check up. Him and Zachary Thorne kind of got into each other right there, and they had no time to check up at all. And that's gonna bring out the yellow here. With 11 laps to go still in this race, Aaron Schultz in third, and Tyler Tomasi in fifth. Yeah, he's gonna be fifth place. Zachary Thorne made his way up through the field, up to sixth place right now. Peters again chooses the bottom lane. Brendan Timon up to the outside lane. I'm not really sure what's the move here to the outside lane. I mean, really realistic here. You're not ever going to get side by side with Luke Peters. I mean, if you really want to win this race, it'll be on the bottom lane, try to do a bumper run. And that's the only way I can really see have a real shot at winning this race. And really, I mean, they're just kind of killing each other for second. You know, they're not really trying. I mean, they're just letting the leader pull away. It's not really making any sense unless these guys want to finish second. I mean, objectively, that's what I'm thinking right now. I mean, no one really wants to win a race except Luke Peters. I mean, that's kind of what this is kind of showing me right now. So, Dedicator in the pits right now. He's going to be out of this race. So it's Luke Peters' championship to lose right now. It's Peters with a great restart again. He's going to clear Brendan Timon out in turn 1. Here comes Rafe Hatland on the inside lane of Brendan Timon. Side by side for a second. Is wrecking in the back. Nicholas Almon's around. And now it's no caution though for that, as they stay green. As Brendan Timon still side by side with Rafe Hatland. I mean, Aaron Schultz says, oh, there's a caution. Oh, Nicholas Almon's right in the middle of the racetrack. Not sure if he's not able to get it going or whatnot, but. He got loose right into Malachi Drake there. Malachi Drake is out for tonight. Here's to the inside lane. Brendan Timon on the outside. Green flag is out. LaFaro gets in the back of Brendan Timon as Luke Peters got to the race lead. Wide. Aaron Schultz sideways. Zachary Thorne sideways also. As they're sideways in the back. Tyler Tomasi spinning around. Around they go, wrecking. And that's going to be the second green white checker, I believe, for tonight. And that's going to re-stack them up here. Luke Pierce still out in front. Right now, he's basically the champion as long as he can hold on and stay in the race lead. White checker here. Ace cart is about to go off next time by. This car is off. And green flag out. As Lafaro around, and that's going to jump the field right there. And that's going to bring out the caution here tonight again. And I think that's the first green-white checkered attempt. I think he got Zagathorn got into the back of Lafaro maybe there on this restart. Spears didn't go right away as Zagathorn flips the left rear of Lafaro. Around they go. That's going to be the end of the race. I think that's it right there. As Luke Peters is your race winner. As we're going to take... As Luke Peters going to come across the line and he's going to win the race and most likely the championship once we get these points figured out.